Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and I want to say Shalom to you Akminakwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, A Prime Example of a Tare and Spirit of Vengeance. And this is, of course, talking about this Tennessee shooter guy, or Nashville shooter guy. And little interesting stuff. So this is an image here. I originally was notified or brought to my attention of this by Reddit. And it says the Nashville shooter was apparently a black white supremacist. And here's a video or a photo of him. And he, throwing up the old Roman salute, and you can see all these different things. And there's more to that, and you can see that he's not quite right in the eyes. And I believe wholeheartedly that this guy was a Tare, all right, because it would just make sense with everything that's lining up. Now you got people in here calling him an Uncle Ruckus and an Uncle, all those different things from the Boondocks and whatnot. But the reality, and they're mentioning whatever his name was, I can't remember his name, the Dave Chappelle skit with the black KKK leader. Now it says, in one of his first sentences, this is from a news article, it says, Henderson wrote that he was ashamed to be black and that he was anti-Shem in his writings, and posted a flyer from the Goyim Defense League, which is a you see it, white supremacy group that visited Nashville this summer. Henderson said that he was inspired by Candace Owens, a conservative black pundit who was previously called Nashville home. Slovakia. And I think Candace Owens is also a Tare as well. You've heard me say that before. So Candace Owens influenced me above all each time she spoke, and that's because she's not really even a coon. She is just an Edomite. Okay, she is just an Edomite. It says his writings showed that he had been thinking about violence for a few months. He wrote his final remarks on November 18th. I was so miserable I wanted to kill myself. I just couldn't take anymore. I'm a worthless subhuman, a living, breathing disgrace. All my and real life friends outgrew me, act like they didn't fucking know me. Being me was so fucking humiliating. That's why I spent all day disassociating. Henderson's writing also showed a photo of the Covenant school shooter who died in 2023 after attacking a private Christian school. 3 children and 3 staff people died that day in addition to the shooter. He wrote he didn't intend to kill law enforcement and that he didn't consider himself a victim of bullying. Law enforcement are great. However, he did write how he felt about the school in disparaging terms about race. Antioch High School has a diverse student body with a majority of Hispanic and black students. So, and people are, that sounds like mental anguish. Oh, that sounds like this and that. That sounds like, no, he's a Tare, and you don't understand it because you don't, evil men understand not judgment. You don't understand the scriptures, so you can't correlate it, right? This is a prime example of a Tare, right? And just because he looks like a black person, all right, doesn't mean that he is what you would consider to be, that same people. He's not the same people. He's a different person. So I forgot to open it, but let me go ahead and read it. 1 Samuel 16 and 7. And it reads, we're going to do it a little bit backwards. I'm going to get John 7 and 24 first. And it reads, judge, this is red letter, so this is Yahushua speaking, and it says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. All right, and that's the thing that you got to realize, is that you don't judge according to how tall someone is, what color they are, what they look like, how they sound. All right, you judge them righteously. All right, judge righteous judgment. Judge righteous judgment. All right, and that's how we're supposed to, judge these people, not just look on them. All right, and another one, 1 Samuel 16 and 7. Then I got to head in here. This is instructions by the Lord, all right? It says, but the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. And we're going to get another scripture about, the Lord. I'll have to just write it in here. All right, I'll have to put that down there because I'll have to grab that here in a minute because I got to run up in here. But yeah, man. So, and the Lord knows who his people are, regardless of what they happen to look like. All right, and this guy was not one of them. All right, so I'm gonna cut it right there. I'll piece it back in just a minute when I come back, Lord willing. Till then, shalom. All right, shalom. We're back. So yeah, the scripture I was just gonna get was 2 Timothy 2:19. I said I was gonna get it when I looked it up. So let me go ahead and actually get this. King James Version, if I can find it. All right, so that's not it. Here, let's get in the regular one that I usually use. 2 Timothy 2:19. It says, okay, 2 Timothy 2:19. Nevertheless, the foundation of Yahweh standeth sure, having the seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let every one that nameth the name of Hamashiach depart from iniquity. So the Lord knows who his people are, regardless of what they look like, all right? And he doesn't look on outward appearance, all right, as men do, all right? But he looks on the heart, all right? He can see what's within you. He knows truly what your bloodline is, okay? It's not going to be any sort of miscommunication. So, more on that. I guess we don't need any more of Reddit, but one of the I have two different articles here. Here's another one dealing with the same guy. It says Nashville high school shooter posted online writings and partially live stream attack. Social media posts show. It says let's see right here. It says law enforcement officials seeking a motive for a shooting at Nashville Antioch High School on Wednesday morning are examining alarming social media posts and writings tied to a teenager police say shot and killed a 16-year-old girl. Shooter identified by Metro Nashville police as 17-year-old Solomon Henderson fired 10 shots within 17 seconds inside a cafeteria shortly after 11 a.m., killing Jocelyn Correa Escalante. So he didn't even get a so-called black person like he was planning. He got an Israelite, though, more than likely. It says, Henderson killed himself after the attack, police said. One student, a 17-year-old boy, suffered a graze wound to the arm and was treated and released, police said, while another male student sustained a facial injury but was not shot. Police did not name those victims. You can see it here. This one had something in here that I was looking for. I'm trying to find it. Suspect live streamed himself inside the school minutes before the shooting began. A video posted to the Australian streaming platform Kick shows. The video of the suspect, who's wearing black boots, attempts to open a door before walking away from it and walking past a vending machine. Kick released a statement noting the account and video were rapidly banned. Let's see. In addition to live stream, a photo posted to the suspect's Kick account read, "You already failed to stop what's happening." I mean, it's not wrong. Let's see. I'm trying to get what he said. I don't know if this is the one. You see, social media posts and videos posted by the suspect show a history of racist, anti-Shem, and violent beliefs. Online writings include a detailed plan of the shooting and the layout of the school. It says the post mentioned Henderson was inspired by recent school shooters such as Natalie Samantha Rupnow and Colt Gray, who authorities say attacked their schools in 2024. You see it. This isn't the, yeah, I don't think this has the, This doesn't have the one that I'm looking for, but this one does. Slacking. This one is says, I'm slipping. A 288-page diary describes Antioch school shooters' plan to kill at least 10 people. Trying to find the one where it says, okay, so it says an online diary apparently kept by the Antioch high school shooter shows he idolized some of the world's most notorious mass murderers and had a goal of killing at least 10 people. There's an article in here that I want to... here's some of the things that he said. So it said, screenshots included within the document show that Henderson had an X account that was twice suspended for violating rules that prohibit posts glorifying the perpetrators of violent attacks. It is not clear whether X ever reported those violations to the local police. Henderson appears to describe an incident where authorities almost caught him with a gun. He wrote, I had my house raided once. They found a gun, and it was mine, LOL. My dad took the blame. My dad, he's cool. I hate my mother, though. Right? So that's another thing that makes me lead to believe that his mom is probably the black one, right? If he's mixed, and if not, somewhere down, he's a Tare anyhow. It said, Henderson accuses his mother of being abusive, claiming that when I was 7 or 9, she put a gun to my head saying she could take me out. He describes other forms of alleged abuse and says he reported it to his father, who pretended nothing is happening. He contemplates killing his parents, especially his mother. I should go with my gun and shoot her while she sleeps in her bed before a 0 day. Maybe I should set up bombs near JFK Middle School or elementary school near my house as a diversion to delay the police. Later he writes, later he writes, I don't think I can kill my family. It says, among the photos posted by Henderson are selfies where he poses with an image of Adolf Hitler and where he has fingers shaped in a white power symbol. There are photos of him wearing a t-shirt from a neo-Nazi band. I wonder what band it is. Probably Burzum. It says, and he includes photos as he contemplates what kind of shirt he wants to wear during the shooting. Here it is, right here. This is the part which makes me think he's an Edomite for sure. In his first entry on October 18th, he writes, I'm burning with hate. Hate will change the world. Race mixing is a sin against God. Only the ill mentally will praise me after my death, and the only good, you see it, N-words are dead N-words, which includes me. An early diary entry notes. He also writes, I wish I was white, and he describes himself as worthy of having the self-hating N-word award. And you see right here, you see this post here, right? And he just screams Tare, right? He just screams Tare. And, you see it. But he just screams Edomite, all right? This is him again. He's just not a Jake, okay? He noted that he was scared of failing to kill himself and then going to jail. Well, hey, you don't have to worry about that anymore, do you? But yeah, man, so, great example of a prime example of a Tare and a spirit of vengeance. So, of course, with that, I got to get Numbers 1 and 18, which, of course, describes how the lineage is determined, all right, of a man, all right, or a woman, anybody's lineage. It's all determined through the father, all right, your race, your pedigree. Numbers 1 and 18, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees. Okay, look at that word. Look at pedigree and go through the similar words. You're going to get lineage, all right, your race. Okay, after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So it goes by your father. It doesn't matter what your mother is. That's why sometimes you see these crazy, which you would think would be, Jake, all right, but they're not. And they have, a quote-unquote black mom, all right, but they have a white dad and they just act more white. Well, it's because they're after their fathers, okay? They are what their father is, and their father's an Edomite, and so are they. So let's get Matthew 24 through 30, talking about, this is the parable about the tares, all right? And a tare looks like wheat, but it's not wheat, right? You can't do anything with tares. So, 24, Matthew 13 and 24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou not sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? Basically asking, did you not use good seed? If you did, then why does it have tares? And he said, he said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? Did you want us to go and tear them up now? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Because, again, it's very hard to tell the difference. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles, and burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. All right, and then finally, one more scripture. It's loading and doing its thing. Let's see. That's why. Bear with me. There we go. I don't know what's going on there. Sakya. So this is the right search. So this is Sirach 39 and 28. This is where we're going to close out. It says, There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Now, who made these spirits? Well, we know that the Father, who you would call God, his real name is Yahweh, is the Father of spirits. All right, that created all the spirits. So if these spirits of vengeance are appeasing the wrath of him that made him, who made them? All right, Yahweh. And we know another one. The Lord says it directly. Deuteronomy 32 and 39 right here says, come on, here it is. Verse 39, See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And this guy was a spirit of vengeance, man. And on top of being a spirit of vengeance, he's a prime example of a tare. All right? Prime example of a Tare and spirit of vengeance. And this guy wanted to, and it shows you that, you can't choose what you want to do at the end of the day. This guy wanted to kill at least 10 people. Lord only let him get 1. All right, well, 2 if you include himself. And that's it, man. Prime example of a Tare, a spirit of vengeance, right? And that just shows you, man, when these people act weird, then hey, they're probably not you, man. If they don't walk like you or talk like you or look like you, they're probably not you. And even if they look like you, if they don't walk or talk like you, then they might not be you, man. So that's that. That's a lesson. Short, a little bit of one today. Lord, what was edifying nonetheless. That I'm going to go ahead and close out. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwa, Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.